All right, we're going to get the Conspiracy Keepers back together again after a 15-year hiatus. And we're looking forward to it. I think a lot has been going on in the world since we last got together. A lot of things are happening now. And we need to get together and talk about this again. What do you guys think?
I'm
you
all
guys
down
in for it?
for it.
Who's who? Who are you?
We need to
Who
talk
are
about...
you? What is your name? Why don't you tell these people who's talking?
See, now I thought that people will remember us, and I just assumed that we were starting back again
Well, it's been
where it was
15 years.
before.
They don't remember 2 weeks ago.
No doubt.
You must be Joe Lanier.
I'm Joe Lanier. And
I'm Backlash LaRue.
and we got Scooter McGee over here.
Where? He owes me money.
Yes.
Good evening, North America. Good morning, Gotham, or good afternoon, and you're on your own.
So we thought that the main thing to do was get together again because of all this nonsense that's going on right now with this virus that doesn't exist, never has existed, never will exist. And it seems like most of the people are behind this.
Professional wrestling is still real, though, right?
That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought. So the thing that we were talking a little bit earlier about this, and the thing that annoys me the most, at one time I was more annoyed with the 1% that are doing this whole thing, that are shutting the world down. I have to kind of amend that. I'm more annoyed now with the general public that's letting them get away with this. It's not questioning things. They're not looking at it. They're not critically thinking. They're just going along with it and just letting themselves be pushed around just like they're little kids. Yes, exactly. They're being told where they can go, when they can go, who they can hang out with, how many people they can hang out with. We're being treated like we're 5 years old, and everybody seems to be okay with it. And I'm not okay with it. Come on, what do you guys think?
I'm going bat crazy right now myself.
I think you can say batshit crazy.
Well.
Or this version we can. We're not on the air.
Oh, okay.
We're not doing video, and they're going to take this down in 10 minutes anyway because it's hate speech.
Of course.
I thought we had freedom of speech.
No freedom of speech.
Are you kidding? This is America with a K.
Civil liberties are all now
nice
gone.
to meet you, comrade. Very nice to meet you.
That's where it's going.
So, Joe, it is April 4th, 2020. But there seems to be a lot of concern, as we used to talk in the old days on the Conspiracy Keepers, and we'll give you links to those shows coming up in the near future, so relax. ConspiracyKeepers.com will take you to the Conspiracy Zone, and that'll start you on the trail. But in years past, Joe, we talked much about the Illuminati and the numerology in particular, and the symbols in particular.
Right.
And yet, 420, of course, has one connotation, although we're broadcasting out of Colorado, which is different. 322 is significant, as well as 5/1,
right.
May Day.
Exactly.
And so I guess maybe if we're just going to do 15 or 20 minutes here, maybe we should start not forecasting, but looking in the past of what May Day symbolized and where the agenda wants to go. And as you talked off the mics about how you thought that this might have been just a test and that it went so well, they're ramping it up.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. Getting back to numerology, they do everything. The globalists do everything by numerology. They do everything by signs and symbols. That's how they communicate. You watch Donald Trump, you watch Barack Obama, you watch the Bushes. They all communicate to each other with hand signals. Rather be the OK sign, which is not okay to them. It's 666 to them. They do the little pyramid thing with their hands, which is the sign of Horus, the sign of a demon that you want entering you. So they do all this stuff all the time. As far as numerology goes, they do things by dates. They do things by patterns. I thought that this thing was going to start backing off at April 11th because 11 is a big is a big Illuminati number. Now I think it's going to be probably somewhere around May 1st. They do that a lot too because you saw the Iraq war end on May 1st. You see a lot of things that they've done in the past that have ended on May 1st. I think that that's what they're looking for now. They're not going to end it at May 1st, but they're going to start backing off, I think.
There's a lot of talk, Joe, that everybody says we're going to get back to normal. Now, normal is a very unusual word that we've all agreed in the past there is no such thing as, quote, normal.
Right.
But the normal society that we were accustomed to or used to that they're claiming are going to bring back, do you think that is going to happen? Or what significant change, what has significantly changed in the form of now our liberties and freedoms
Yeah.
that we had a month ago, that whether it's another month, 6 months, or 6 years from now, once you lose a right, you don't get it back.
You don't get it back. You never get it back. Look at what happened from 9/11. Look at the rights we lost after that. That's not going to be anything compared to what's going to be going on now. I mean, be aware. Our Constitution is gone. Our Bill of Rights is gone. They have shown they can violate our rights. They can do things that are legally. They can tell you who to be with, when to be with them, when you can leave your house. They can shut your businesses down. They can do all this stuff anytime they want to. And all they have to do is claim there's a pandemic, there's a virus, there's an act of war. There's always something that they have in store to where they can say, your Constitution doesn't matter anymore. You have no more rights.
You brought up 9/11, and we all were in Colorado that horrible day. And yet in the days and weeks that followed, Americans, we all came together and we smiled. We opened the door for each other. We were letting people cut in front of each other in traffic. How, Joe, did it change so quickly, the behavior in only one generation, technically not 20 years, to almost the exact reverse? It's mine. Stay away. Get away. I don't want to talk to you. Get away. You don't know. I'm just going to go watch CNN.
Yeah, it's by plan. Because it's the old plan to divide and conquer. That's what's been going on since biblical days. That's what they want. They want us divided. That's what this is all about.
My better question then I guess I should ask is how do you think they were able to move the needle so much so quickly? Because they've always used incrementalism.
Sure they have, right? They have. But they prime us. They get us ready through movies. They get us ready through the media. They get us ready through news programs. They're all related to each other. The top of the pyramid is very small. You know, everything that you see in the media is controlled by 6 corporations. So it's very easy for them to indoctrinate us. I'm talking about these vaccines that they're going to want us to take. Think about how you've been indoctrinated to accept vaccines. Think of Star. You guys watch Star Trek?
Yeah.
McCoy was always giving everybody vaccines. You ever notice that? Remember that? He's always giving somebody vaccines. Now, you don't know that adds up, but that gets in your head that, oh, this is okay. McCoy's a doctor. He knows what he's doing. That's how they brainwash you through the generations.
He's a doctor, not Bill Gates.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
Do you think they're going to be vaccinating with a small microchip at that time?
I think they're going to try to. I think that plan is probably somewhere in the future, but they're going to move it up because it went so well.
Vaccinations as of April 4th, 2020. Now Bill Gates is saying that we will never public mass gatherings will never take place again unless everyone is vaccinated.
Yeah, here's what I think they're going to try to do. I don't think they're going to force us to have vaccines yet. I think what they're going to do is test the waters and see, after they get this thing moved out of the way, they're going to see how many people voluntarily go get a vaccine and how many people don't. They want to know that number first before they force you. But it's coming. The forced vaccination is coming. There's going to be a time where you can't buy or sell or do it. You can't participate in society without having a vaccine.
Falling back again post 9/11, stories like FEMA camps. Now, although FEMA camps came out of Rex 84 under Ronald Reagan, FEMA camps were on the radar.
Yeah.
How come nobody's talking about those right now, Joe?
Well, these isolation camps is what they're calling them. When they want people to be isolated and go to a certain place, that's what they're really talking about. By the way, have you noticed, whether you go to Home Depot or Walmart or some police stations, some fire stations, have you ever noticed they all have designs that look like guard towers?
Yes, sir.
That's to get you used to it. They want you to get used to seeing those guard towers because they're not manned yet, but they're going to be. And you're going to be used to them already. Home Depot has them. We see them every day when we go in there. The guard tower.
Yes.
They're getting us used to seeing them. That's how they do it incrementally. They get you subliminally used to it.
Around just staring at my feet because I haven't seen those. But
You haven't.
I will check out my local Home Depot tonight.
Yeah. You've seen them. You just don't realize. Your subconscious picks it up.
And yet having to remind the listeners of episodes past in which we talked about the Walmarts being used for fusion centers, and the reality that once the items are off the shelves, they can take out the shelves and there's your quarantine facility, complete with decontamination showers. And it seems, as you said, Joe, you're more upset now with America as a whole, not the globalist elitist 1%.
Yeah.
in that they're almost doing it for them. They're
Yeah.
taking everything off
Yeah.
the shelves only to make way for their own bed space inside a Walmart.
Yeah, they almost don't even have to use force at this point because everybody's so cooperative. Nobody minds being treated like a 5-year-old. Nobody minds the government telling you what to do and when you can do it because they're going to keep us safe.
And in years past, Joe, we've always talked about how the computers were spying on us.
Yeah.
And yet here are all the stories. Now the quarantine, look at all the beeps, how the cell phones are watching where people are going.
Yeah.
Are they staying in place?
Yeah.
And the phones now, if you're driving, as we saw record speeders in Colorado, first 102, then 127, then 128 miles an hour. But everyone's phones right now is telling those who have the data are telling them how fast people are actually driving.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And they can track you with your phone even when it's not on. Okay, you know they can do that. So this is nothing new.
Yeah, and that was something years ago we were joking about.
Yeah,
that we
right.
couldn't.
Yeah.
And now it's also in the cars.
Absolutely it
Because
is.
the cars are all
Yep.
computerized.
Yep, absolutely.
That's why Scooter drives such an old piece of crap.
It just needs some wax is all. You get that baby waxed up, it'll look good as new.
The only reason it's molting is because every time I enter Adams County, I'm entering it, hot, kind of like the shuttle used to.
Yeah.
And this is, I can't get the tiles anymore. Now the shuttle program's gone. So, the heat shield, you should see the front that's all been burned off.
Oh my gosh.
Shouts out to Adams County Sheriff Rick Regenborn.
So we're going to start the Conspiracy Keepers again, and we wanted to give you a little taste of what we're going to be talking about. We want everybody to get interested again because this is a time when this stuff really matters. You guys need to know now more than any time.
That's smoker's cough, not corona. Joe, so we do have conspiracykeepers.com.
We do.
And you have still been writing for the Conspiracy Zone.
The conspiracyyzone.net, and I've had, at last look, since I first started this back in 2007, over 10 million hits have been on that website.
Those are Chinese bots.
Yes.
And the Russians.
Yeah.
And Hillary.
And I've been personally invited to go down and do interviews with the Travel Channel and the History Channel, both. I've done both of them because of the website that I have. So people are looking at it, and they're getting more and more interested as the decades go on. So I'm kind of pleased with that.
Backlash, shameless plug, where are you going to be? Allery's Bar
I'm
on Saturday?
Hunkered down. No, I'm going out to PetSmart, picking up for anybody listening. Go out and make sure you name your hamsters, because once you're done with this, you're going to want to know what's running through your head.
I don't think the listeners know what your hamsters are.
Oh, I'm more of the skeptic on both sides, so I'm not the voice of reason, but it scares the crap out of me.
Without outing the lovely Mrs. LaRue, do you want to tell the story of what she said and how she started to wake up?
Oh, well, we've been doing this 15 years, ever since the little LaRues were young, and now
Little LaRues.
Yeah, now they're able to buy drinks, which is awesome after I see you guys. But she was just the biggest skeptic, just saying, hey, I can't believe you guys are talking about all this, and it's all a bunch of BS, and this can't happen in America, and now it's starting. And she's like, I can't believe you guys are right on a lot of things.
Yeah.
And she was up until 2:30 last night with her hamsters in her head running. Mine have been asleep for a while. They're going full bore right now. Got to go get the wheels.
What's spinning in your head?
Just where it's going.
Where do you think it's going to go?
Oh, I'm thinking martial law.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the point.
Okay, and I said this previously elsewhere. I think that we are in martial law. Martial law, by designation, doesn't have to be. Sorry, that's a Humvee driving by. Martial law doesn't need to be a military member on every street corner with an M16. And the way I'm equating this is Baskin-Robbins has 31 flavors of ice cream. We are now entering the vanilla yogurt, vanilla custard, vanilla ice cream phase of the 31 flavors of martial law. Your inability to travel. Again, and I love the new... Joe, we didn't even touch on the class warfare. How in the flying flock of seagulls are the three of us, essential, non-essentials, even allowed to congregate in public?
I know.
Thank God the drones are now overhead watching us.
Yeah, right. That's right, and it's not going to get any better, like you were talking about earlier. It's
Backlash is literally freaking out.
I'm looking for the cameras that they've hacked into to Oh, there's one right there in the corner of the building.
No, those don't have. Oh yes, we're fully. Yes, I have 27 cameras.
Yeah.
You're on 4 different angles.
And they're probably hacking into it.
There is no video available of these transmissions. We are standing outside in a parking lot. Leave us alone.
We're about 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
Ish.
We're using new math.
We're going to be climbing on Scooter's lap, getting into a fetal position in a minute.
Do we want to say anything else? So again, listeners, we'll post this to social media. Each will have copies, and we'll put it out the best we can. You can send us emails and Joe, do you have a contact on the Zone site?
I do. Yes, I do have.
And
yes, right.
Kevin Blake, FEMA Region 4, will be our web guy. Joe's going to be in charge of that. And so in the course of what, guys, 2 weeks?
Yeah, let's shoot for that.
Do we want to say or not on? We can say off the microphones, but do we want to deliberately do another, if not live, recorded, that's released the day before May Day, or do we want to just say we're going to see everybody May Day?
Well, we'll just.
I think April 15th, tax day.
We are April 4th. The 15th is 9 days out. Is that doable?
I think we could. I think we
we
could
do something.
Yeah, I think we do that. I mean, what the hell else do we have to do?
Yeah.
All right.
Sit home and be inundated with the news. So yeah, let's try that.
And so I'm Scooter McGee, and you can find me on the World Wide Web on the Twitter feed at the Scooter McGee. Joe, do you have a Twitter?
I do have a Twitter, and it's attached to my website at theconspiracyzone.net. You can click on Twitter, and it'll be right there.
Backlash, does your wife let you use a computer?
I'm
I guess that answers that.
We're good. We're good. You can find me through Scooter and Joe,
Okay.
hiding under a rock somewhere.
From the dark side of the moon, Gotham, good night, drive safe. Thanks for coming. Joe, get us out of here.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to talking with you guys again, and we're going to do this thing, and we're going to do it upright, and we're going to look forward to seeing you guys
Even if we
somewhere on
do
the
it
15th.
up wrong.
Oh, no, I don't know where that last line came from. I didn't write that.
Well, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I couldn't get it back. I knew that was coming.
So hopefully this will come out before Palm Sunday, but at least everybody, obviously, if you do celebrate or practice, happy Easter.
Very good.
Easter, yeah.